If you're like me, you want to upgrade your cooler from the small one on the right to the large one on the left. I think the small one's about 40 or 50 spots, and then the large one is like over 300. So you need 4 ingredients to do this, and the ingredients are more rare in the game. So we're going to go over how to get those 4 ingredients. Now, if you talk to Grimnor here, he'll tell you the things you'll need. One of them is brimstone. So down here, brimstone, mercury, rubber, and electrical components. I have all 4 in my inventory already. However, if you don't have those 4, I'm going to show you how to get them. Starting with mercury. Now, just above the W in Silverwolf, this is up in the Paloon area, you're going to find a mercury pool. If you've unlocked the abyss to this waypoint, then it's directly underneath that waypoint, which will make fast travel easier. So if you haven't, then you'll just travel by horse, or if you've explored Paloon at all, then you can waypoint over. One of the cool things about Mercury is from the sky, if you're flying over, Mercury looks like a mirror on the ground. So when you look down at it, see how it looks like a reflection of the sky. Water doesn't quite have that look. When you come over here, you will need imbue frost. So you'll need to imbue your weapon. And this pool, I believe, will hold 4 strikes from it. So after 4, it'll all dry up into solid mercury that you can collect. So do your 4, and by the time you're done through 4, that first one is already breaking. I suggest having a pet on this. This location isn't necessary for a pet, but the next location I'm going to show you, you're definitely going to want a pet for it. So the next location over here is in Diminus. And so go up here, Deadfire Mountains. I'm actually going to come in from this location over here. The X is where we're headed. So if you take the point of the castle in the Hex Sanctuary area, you can go directly north of that. Now, part of this Hex Sanctuary area will be unavailable to you. There'll be an orange circle around it until you've beaten that boss. So you might have to travel around that. Now this one, you can shoot 5 times. So you'll be able to get 5. Now this one, you're definitely going to want a pet, because some of these go down in the crevice, and I couldn't get them without a pet. So, most of them I could get, but that one there that just broke, I couldn't get there without the pet. Alright, so Mercury's easy enough. Next, we're going to head and get our brimstone, because it's actually close by. Now, the brimstone location is right here where that little marker is, that red marker. So we were just there by Hex Sanctuary. Over here, there's a waypoint that goes directly in here. At some point, the game will lead you here. Now, the best way to get brimstone is just to shoot these rock guys. Shoot them with the imbue fire. You can sword them down, that's fine too. And you definitely want a pet on this. Now, the downside of the rock guys is they don't drop as much brimstone, rather. And so, there's an alternative way to doing this, which I really don't like doing. But you're going to do healing palm on this. You're basically going to go in a force palm, and then you're going to switch to healing, and you have to clog up 2 of the exits where the smoke is. I don't like doing this because the smoke gets everywhere and it's hard to aim and hit the location just right. Once you've sealed up 2 of the exits for the gas, then you're going to go into Nature's Snare, and then you'll see the brimstone form. And from there, you'll unleash. That brimstone will fall to the ground. You'll see it fall to the ground here, just below me. Again, I would suggest having a pet. I don't think the pet will pick those up. Anyway, there's how you get your brimstone. There should be 2 stone guys over there. Next, we're going to go to rubber. And everybody, well, you should probably know this area if you progress through the game. It's where all the minerals are. So just northwest of where the mineral island is, there's a boss you have to fight there eventually. You'll find rubber trees. You'll have to come over and learn them. And you'll know it's a rubber tree because you'll see the liquid emitting from the side of the tree. And so the best way to do this is just to have a Kuku gardening pack. But right now it's bugged. At least it's bugged for me. It's been bugged. A lot of people have been complaining about it. So you'll need a scythe, which I'll talk about in just a minute. But you just swing with a scythe. If you're on PS5, it's R1. And scythes have durability, though. You can see the durability is 13 out of 15. Every swing of the scythe is going to take one durability off. So they don't last very long. But you should get enough from one tree to easily complete your Kuku cooler. Look at the color of the rubber tree there. Go back if you need to. It's dark green, so you can kind of spot it from overhead. Now here's another one. And then just one swing of the scythe. And I got 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I got 8 just from that one tree, one swing. Anyway, again, if you're flying overhead and you see a dark green on the shrubbery, then that's going to get you the rubber tree. Now, I tried the Kuku pack here. It's still bugged. You can also extract rubber using healing palm on the openings on the tree. That's another option if you don't have a scythe. And then there's also a mission that you can run at your camp to get you a scythe. And that's fairly early in the game. So check your missions. If you're like, how do I get a scythe? You can get them from a mission. That's how I got my scythes. I thought it was going to be a cool weapon, and I made a couple, and I didn't even realize what it was for at the time, but that was like way back at the beginning of the game. Alright, now electrical components. This is going to be one of the harder ones for people. These big guys here, they drop electrical components. See the little guy next to him? They don't drop them. It has to be one of the big guys. So these guys are pretty tough if you're early in the game. I'm going to show you where they're located. You see on the mini map, you see those little beige hexagon things. That's basically telling you you're going to have an electrical component, and that's one right there. You got to put it in your Kuku pot. Here's what one looks like. I pulled one out of my Kuku pot so you can see what it looks like. It's easy to overlook these and just run away and not realize that those big robot guys dropped them. So in your Kuku pot, they'll look the same way. Now, you can find these guys over here in Delecia. So over here in this area where it says Blue Thicket, you'll find these big guys at different locations. The best place, I think, is up there by the coast. Right there. That's where it is. So you can find them kind of loose on that road right there. Anyway, if you've somehow made it through the game and you didn't pick these up, once you conquer Marnie's Masterium, you can produce electrical components directly there. So you can run a mission there, and they'll make components for you. And it takes 18 hours, which is about 40 minutes game time for you to make one. And once you have all 4 of those ingredients, you now can upgrade to your large Kuku cooler. Alright, I hope you appreciated me putting this together for you. And give me a like. I'd appreciate it greatly. It helps my little tiny channel. Helps Grandpa grow. Take care, y'all.